Good morning, profit traders. How are we doing today? Um, let's see here. I better get this out of the way. Just a reminder to those that may be interested, we're starting a trial today, so there's still time to get. There we go. Still time to get involved with that for the profit scanner. That is. Hi, Sonia. Hello, Duchess. Um, let's get right to the stock picks today. APKT is back on the list, and I think, let me confirm that. APKT, yeah, looks like APKT is pulling back this morning. 1983, so it's hanging. It looks like it's hanging about where it opened up Friday. Um, I still like the chart. If it pulls back a little bit, I may look at that as a buying opportunity. We'll have to see how it finishes for the day. Um, but I do like how it came off this kind of a belt hold. It needed to be up a little higher, I think, to be a true belt hold. But it rallied, consolidated. It rallied, consolidating. It's doing just what a good chart should be doing. And a little consolidation wouldn't break this chart. It may set it up for a good entry. So I'm going to be watching this one. And it was a featured stock pick on the 29th. ATML. Whoa, that's not right. AT. There we go. ATML is a rounded bottom breakout headed for the 200-day moving average. That's our ultimate target. I would be a buyer on any strength to the upside and anything to the right. And as long as it's above the T line, you don't want it closing. You wouldn't want. I say anything above the T line. I don't think you would want say a gap up and then a close about halfway down to the candle. That would be a dark cloud cover. That would point to a lower low, probably Tuesday, or a bearish engulf, something like that. That would point to a lower low for a better entry. Wouldn't change whether I like the chart or not, and it wouldn't change whether I think the target is going to be the 200-day moving average at this point, anyhow. It just means it may give a better entry. So trade accordingly. LPR. LPR is a pinball setup. We've rallied to the downside very well. We've put in a bottom. We've come back up. We've consolidated, and now we're moving up. We're up over the T line, up over the 20-day simple moving average. Pinball setup. I want to buy anything to the right of yesterday's candle with a must close above the T line. We're looking for the 34 as the first target. That's always the first target if you follow pinball rules. That's where you want to possibly close the entire position. Maybe where you want to just close half the position and start raising your stop up a little bit there. Do you have a bear suit on? Let's see. Give me a few minutes and we'll go there. We'll go there. MXWL. This has just been a nice chart for a lot of people in the trading room. It's still a very nice chart. I still think the 200-day moving average is the target that we're going to look for. Knowing that it's not going to go up there in a straight line, and knowing it could very well pull back into, say, the 20, the 34, possibly the 50-day moving average area, and still be an excellent chart, and still have an upside target of the 200-day moving average. Charts just don't move in a perfect line to your target area or to the swing high area maybe. And sometimes they have to make these little dips. They certainly see one right here, and little tiny pullback right here. But it becomes a matter of if you like the chart, if you can make sense of the chart, if you see a logical target, you want to trade it. Trade that with your trading rules, and everyone has a few little different trading rules. Your time frame, your entries, your stops. what you look for, pain tolerance maybe, um, and profit tolerance. You know, some have a short profit tolerance, so it pops up, you want to get out of it right away. Maybe some are willing to carry it and live through these little pullbacks like we had here last week, knowing that that's still looking like a terrific target on that 3-bar pull bar, or a terrific chart on that 3-bar pullback, and now here it is starting to move up. So great looking chart. It's about your entry and your timing. QLogic, QLC, QLGC. There we go. QLogic, this was a featured stock pick. What is it doing today? QLGC there. QLGC looks like it's holding up pretty well. 1292. This was a stock pick on the 14th. Let's see, I think that was Friday. 14th. Yeah, Friday. Still looks terrific. These are our target areas here, and then of course the 200-day moving average. If you're long, I would stay long. If you're looking to get long on any kind of strength, if you're a breakout buyer, if you're a PBO buyer, and we do get a lower low, I would look at buying that. I think it's still a very nice chart. Just make sure you set your stop in there. Rovi was also, I think it was, I didn't put it up here. Rovi, I believe, was a featured stock pick in the past. It's still acting very good. It just about came to one of our targets on Friday. Didn't quite get there, and it pulled back a little bit, but it's still holding up quite well. We'll see how it acts right up in here. We don't want to see a sell signal. If we do, we could see something come back down into this moving average support area. I still think there's more upside to it. You just have to have a little market cooperation, and then play it based on our own personal rules. Let's see, SAFM. SAFM. I think we're in the midst of a little J hook right here. What's it look like pre-market? Pre-market, we're down to, looks like we're moving down a little bit. 44.74, is that right? Well, that's not too bad. That's right there. That's nice inside day above the T-line. For you T-line traders, the scenario here would simply be put your stop just slightly below the T-line, pretty close, slightly below the T-line. When the market opens, you look, assuming you like this chart, assuming you like the way it looks, and assuming that it makes sense to you, nice little bull kicker right here, then you would buy that on that inside day. You know where your stop is. Ask yourself two important questions. First question is, where is my stop? We've established that. Second question is, can I afford to lose that money? If the answer is yes, and assuming you like the chart, you can visually see what the upside target may be and possibly more, then it makes absolute sense to put a buy in there. Absolute sense. Okay, WFR. WFR was a trade that we've traded in our trading room. Featured stock pick a while back on our rounded bottom breakout where we had the 200-day moving average as a target, and it has hit the 200-day moving average. I think it's consolidating very nice little flag formation with a breakout over the 200 and a close over the 200. That's important. A close over the, in fact, let me just eliminate the word breakout over the 200. A close over the 200 would set this up for higher highs and a new buy for those that may have sold it Friday. We'll look at buying that above, with a close above the 200. The 200 becomes the new base, the new floor. Anything below that, you have to get out. And then from there, we'll look at some of the swing areas, something up in the $4 range, then something up in the high fives up in here. So good profiting chart with a close over that 200-day moving average. Okay, Duchess asks, do I have my bear suit on? I've got my bear suit very close to me, yes. I don't have it on. Friday, I don't have it on yet. Friday we closed with a little shooting star candle up here. We don't have confirmation on it. We don't know what today's going to end up with, so we can't get overly bearish. The bulls are definitely in charge. There's no question here. And when we look at this shooting star, everybody knows that that's a bearish sign. If we see confirmation, then I will. Now, there is no doubt in my mind, and I will trade accordingly today because of this reason. I will trade very, very cautiously today because of this reason. We have pulled a little bit far from the T-line, and the T-line is starting to get a little bit far from the 34 EMA. When that happens, I expect a little consolidation. Now, that doesn't mean that I expect, we have a shooting star, and even if we get confirmation today, we have a shooting star with confirmation. It does not mean that I think this chart is going to run back down to the 200-day moving average. At least not today. Probably not tomorrow. But I will take a stance of, okay, we may be in for a little pullback. Just as right here. I mean, here we have a nice rally up. All we have is a bullish pullback. And how do you say a bullish pullback? Because we're still in a bullish trend. This is just a little consolidation setting up, and then boom, look how it snapped back up. That consolidation right here, that's a bullish consolidation formation, and now up. What we need to see now is a little bullish confirmation, little bullish consolidation. Sorry, little bullish consolidation to set this up for new highs. The best charts are the ones that do just what this is doing right now, making new highs and making higher lows. So for it to move higher, we need to see a higher low. So we need to see this pull back a little bit, stabilize, and then move up. When it pulls back, just like here, what it's doing is grabbing more money. More people are coming into the market because that's a healthy pullback, and everybody wants to buy everything at a little lower price right there. So Duchess, to answer your question, my bear suit is right here. I can put my finger on it, but it will only be at this point a little pullback, not some disastrous thing. So we'll see how the morning works out here. It looks like we're at 147 right now, so just about at Friday's low opening candle. Now we're under 147. So I kind of think we see I think we see a lower low. I think I mentioned that Friday. If this candle closed down like this shooting star formation, we're probably going to see a lower low today, and I expect that. And then we may have a meeting of the price and the T-line, and from there it could rally up just like it did here. If this continues, watch that 34 EMA. I think that would be a good target to head down to. Okay, it looks like the market is about to open up, so I better get going here. I'll be back in just a couple minutes.